You call 911 if you saw a toddler alone in a parking lot? I found a 2-year-old boy wandering in the middle of the road on Christmas Eve. No pants, no coat, just a diaper and socks in the freezing cold. I waited for a parent to show up, but no one came. When I finally called the police, the mom appeared and claimed she was just around the corner. Now the whole neighborhood is divided. Half of them say I saved a life, and the other half say I'm a Karen who just ruined a family's Christmas. A-I-T-A? I never wanted to be that neighbor. You know the one, the Karen, who sticks their nose into everyone's business and ruins the neighborhood vibe. But on December 24th, I found myself in a situation where I had to choose between being a jerk or watching a tragedy unfold. Now, I am left wondering if I went too far. I work the night shift, so at 2 p.m. on Christmas Eve, I was just starting my day. It was freezing outside. My apartment complex is shaped like a giant circle, and people are always flying through the parking lot, completely ignoring the speed limits. I took my dog out for a quick walk, and as I stepped onto the grass, I heard the sound of a kid babbling. I didn't think much of it at first. It's the holidays, kids are home from school. I finished up with my dog and headed back inside, but then I heard the noise again. I turned around, and my heart stopped. Standing right in the middle of the asphalt was a 2-year-old boy. He wasn't wearing a coat. He wasn't even wearing pants. He was just standing there in nothing but a saggy diaper and a pair of socks. In the middle of winter. I froze, scanning the area for a parent. Nothing. No one was around. I've seen parents let their kids play outside before, and even if I didn't agree with it, I always kept my mouth shut. I'm not a parent myself, and it's not my job to tell people how to raise their kids. But this was different. This baby was completely alone in the middle of a dangerous road. Something told me to take a picture of him first, just in case I needed proof of how I found him. I rushed my dog inside, grabbed my stepdad, and we ran back out. When we got to the lot, another man was already there, following the toddler from a distance. He looked just as confused as I was. We asked if he knew the kid, and he shook his head. He had just seen him wandering and followed him to make sure he didn't get hit. Then an older man joined us. None of us recognized this child. I looked at my stepdad and said, "I'm calling 911. The older man wrapped his jacket around the shivering kid and picked him up while I stayed on the phone with dispatch. When the cops arrived, the whole complex became a mess. Neighbors started coming out of their units, and eventually we found out where he lived. The same building as me, just a few floors up. As I was giving my information to the police and emailing them the photo I took, the mother finally showed up. She looked frantic and claimed she had just left for a second and was just around the corner. It turns out she had left the toddler in the care of her other 2 kids, the oldest being a preteen at most, and they hadn't even realized he'd escaped. Ever since it happened, I've felt this massive weight of guilt. I keep thinking, what if she was just a struggling mom having a bad day? Did I just ruin her Christmas by involving the police? I caused a huge scene and created so much distress for that family. 2 other residents told me they would have done the same thing, but I can't stop feeling like a Karen. I don't have kids, and I don't want to be the person who judges someone else's parenting. But at the same time, if a car had come around that corner too fast, that baby would be gone. So, tell me, am I the jerk for calling the police, or was this a genuine emergency?